I'm on a school trip. Tanaka Yuto is an ordinary high school student. I'm an introvert person, and I was enjoying my school trip in my own introvert way. But the weather suddenly changed. A violent storm was blowing. And then, finally, the ship sinks. Miraculously, we all survived. But we were washed up on a deserted island. There is no signal and no decent food. In the midst of such a situation, we have to survive until help arrives. We're led by an extroverted person in our class, Ryuji Takahashi. Okay, everybody, listen to me. If you do that, you'll be able to survive. First, the athletic team, including me, needs to get some food. The rest of us need to find a place to sleep. Hey, wait a minute! Where are you going, Tanaka? Where? We're going to make our beds, right? No, that won't be necessary. You get out of here. What? The more people we have, the more food we need. We have to survive. That's why, Tanaka, you have to go at it alone.
Hey, Takahashi, what are you talking about? No one can be alone in a place like this. I won't let you kick Tanaka out.
Hiragi! She's the chairperson of the class, Ayaka Hiragi. She's the most beautiful girl in the class and has a strong sense of justice. We have to survive until rescue comes. We can't afford to feed someone who can't do anything.
Then I'll give you my share of food. That's fine, right?
Hey, I won't allow you to do anything selfish. I rule here. Okay, I'll get out of here. Thanks for covering for me, Hiragi.
Hey, Tanaka.
Oh, thank you for being so understanding. Take care, Tanaka. Let's survive for each other. Good luck. Oh dear. Don't say crazy things with such a refreshing smile.
Hey, Tanaka! Hey! Takahashi, you're the worst!
Whatever. I'm going to survive at all costs. And so, I was banished alone on a deserted island. Now that this has happened, I guess I have to manage it. But compared to that time, it's easy at all. Actually, before I transferred to this high school, I was a soldier overseas. I've trained for survival in much harsher environments than this deserted island. And I have enough knowledge. There are fish and many plants to eat. Well, I'm glad we didn't get lost in the snowy mountains or something. I could build a filtration system using plastic bottles that had drifted ashore. If I let the spring water I just pumped through here, I will have drinking water. Good, it's going well.
Ayaka Hiragi, sneaked out from under everyone and went to Tanaka's place. Tanaka, are you there? I only have a little food, but you can have some if you want. I'm sorry. If I had done better, I wouldn't have put you through this. I mean, you have a better life than us?
Oh, Hiragi. Thanks for covering for me earlier. I'm really glad.
No. That's not important. What the hell is this?
Oh, I'm going to grill this fish with salt now.
No. I don't mean how to cook the fish. I mean, there's salt. As a matter of course.
Would you like some, Hiragi? We caught a lot of fish.
Oh, you don't mind? It's delicious. But Tanaka, you're alone, right? How did you manage to prepare food and a place to sleep in such a short time?
Oh, that's... I told her that I was an ex-military man, and I was using my experience for survival.
I see. No, it's not a convincing circumstance, but I'm glad. I was worried that you were collapsing all alone.
You're overreacting to being alone on a deserted island.
No, I think it's a big deal that you can talk about for the rest of your life.
Well, I once spent a month on a deserted island as part of my training.
What? Who are you really? But actually, we're the ones who are in trouble.
So, do you want to live here too, Hiragi?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm lonely by myself too. You're welcome. And so, I'm going to live on a deserted island with Hiragi. And then, it was around the time when the sun was setting and about to be night.
Oh, Tanaka.
Kurosaki? What's wrong?
I'm in charge of making the beds. I secretly made one for Tanaka too.
She's a sober woman. Kurosaki Shizuku. When we were in school, we used to talk about books a lot. Apparently, she worked hard for me secretly.
Hey, welcome. You look very tired. Are you okay? Yeah, you too. Wait, you look so comfortable. The bed looks comfortable, and you have fruits, mushrooms, and even grilled fish. You're right. It's surprising at first, isn't it? Hyuto is amazing in this way.
Ayaka explained everything. From my background to the process after being alone on a deserted island.
Wow, that's amazing. I respect you so much. It's really amazing. Aren't you a superhuman being?
No, that's too much though. That was...
I'm sorry. I haven't been eating properly. They don't have enough food at all.
Do you want something to eat? I recommend grilled fish.
Are you sure?
Sure, if you want, we can live here. We have more food than we can eat.
Oh, you don't mind? I can't thank you enough.
That's a bit exaggerated, isn't it? You're welcome. Thus, in addition to Hiragi, Kurosaki will also be living with us.
Tanaka, I'll let you eat. Oh, that's not fair. Me too. Hyuto, open your mouth.
Hey, you two! I can eat by myself!
I don't care. I'm doing this because I want to. Yes, that's right. You should open your mouth maturely like a baby bird.
What? Meanwhile, Ryuji's group. Oh no, that was probably a poisonous mushroom. I can't stop diarrhea. I mean, there's no way we can get fish.
I can't even light a fire properly. I think this is bad. The water isn't even the right color for people to drink.
Just do what I say, and you'll be fine. Just calm down, okay? Hey, did you hear about Yuto? There's plenty of food and he's living comfortably. Really? I snuck over to check it out, and it looks like he's on vacation or something. Let's go check it out.
Yes, let's go check it out.
Hey, you guys! Wait! I'm coming with you! For real, Tanaka and the others are going on a normal school trip.
Grilled fish and fruits. Why are there so much food?
Looks so fun. Looks delicious. Hey, long time no see, everyone. How are you doing?
Well, it can't be good. When I was there, we didn't have any food at all. They didn't even have any survival knowledge.
Damn. Tanaka. I thought you were just a nerd bastard. I give up. I lost. I didn't mean to compete with you. I'm really sorry. Please. Please let us be a part of this.
Takahashi, you have no shame after you kicked out Yuto.
Well, do something about that.
Tanaka, what are you going to do?
Oh, it's okay. I'm not going to sleep well if something happens to them. You can join us. Oh, Thank you very much! I'm going to change my mind and do my best for everyone! You're very slick. We're sorry too!
I only thought about myself and could not stop Takahashi from kicking you out.
You can't help it if you're cornered. Let's do our best to survive, so that we can all return home safely. In this way, all of my classmates were to live on a deserted island, with me taking the lead. Good, good. The more people we have, the more we can do. Ryuji, I have one more job for you. Are you ready? Yes, of course! And then, we continue to live on a deserted island for a while. One day, a rescue ship arrives. Yay! Now we can go back home!
At one point, I wondered what would happen.
This is all thanks to Yuto! And so we returned safely. After living on a deserted island, the unity of the class has been strengthened. Among other things, Ryuji's attitude toward me has changed drastically. Oh, Yuto! Let me get your bag for you.
But survival was fun once you got used to it. Yes, it was. I hope the three of us can go somewhere together again. That sounds great. How about the mountains next time? What do you think, Yuto?
Well, I'd be happy to go anywhere with the two of you. And so, the school trip, filled with upheaval, comes to an end. My interactions with Ayaka and Shizuku are likely to continue.
My name is Yuto Tanaka. I am currently in my 5th year in the workplace, editing novels at the publishing company I joined after graduating. We did it! The one who is being loud next to me is Ryuji Takahashi, who joined the same company in the same year as me. Like me, he's also an editor. As you can see, he's doing great. If you look at our performance, there's a big difference between me and Takahashi's. The reason for this is the way I take on my assignments. Takahashi's style is to consistently take popular works on the web. He calls on the top-ranked works on each website to be published in book form. Those books sell well because they originally had a fan base and were even made into an anime. Tanaka, you don't take your works from the web at all, do you? I have writers that I'm working with. I want to work with them. I'm not like Takahashi. I've been working with a select group of writers who won the company's new Writers Award. They all come up with interesting projects with passion. Although we never went into the debt, we can't always produce hits. You're an idiot. You can sell novels just by passing popular works on the web from right to left. The manuscript is already ready, so you can just reduce the man-hours involved. That's no way to nurture writers and editors. There's no need. There are so many writers. You can take the best writers and discard them when they're no longer good enough. Besides, if it doesn't sell, it's the writer's fault, right? We don't put our name on it, and the writers bear all the bad parts. We get paid with almost no risk. We only have to put out our successes and achievements. There is no other business like this. Takahashi, what do you think writers and readers are? It's just a money game. Nothing more, nothing less. Good works are not necessary. What we need is a work that sells, that's all. Business doesn't need pretty words. We are making so many sales. It's going to be safe and sound in the future. Takahashi and I had many conflicts. No, Takahashi didn't have anything against me. I'm the one who hasn't been able to make any money, and Takahashi is making a lot of sales. What could I say to him? He probably just thinks I'm a howling loser. Well, you should work harder at your useless job. I'm earning money for you, and you should be thankful to me. Takahashi says this and leaves, even though it's before the regular office hours. The boss is looking out for him, so he doesn't listen to anyone. It's not a waste of work. In the office where Takahashi is gone, I muttered like a sore loser. No, actually, I didn't lose yet. The writers are still working hard to create interesting works. That's why I want to respond to their efforts. After this, I have a web conference with the writers. Okay, let's read the proposal again. A while later, the situation remained the same and time went by. One day, I was suddenly summoned to the president's office. Excuse me. There was the president of the company. He looked at me with cold eyes.
Tanaka-kun, as usual, you haven't been able to produce any hits.
Sorry about that, but...
Enough with the excuses. You're fired.
What?
Our company has abolished the Newcomer Award. We are going to concentrate on picking up profitable content from the web. In other words, if you don't follow Takahashi's way of doing things, you're in the way.
But you can't fire me. Such a sudden...
Of course, I will follow the work rules. I don't want you making a fuss on social networking sites or whatever. There are circumstances related to the management of the company, and if I give a notice 30 days in advance, there should be no problem.
What do you mean by circumstances related to the management of the company?
There is no need to tell you that. You don't have to come back tomorrow. I'll pay you for a month's salary, so you won't complain, will you?
The boss said that unilaterally. He kicked me out of the president's office. No, he kicked me out of the company. I don't think he had anything to do with the management of the company. I'm sure it was just a pretext he concocted to get rid of me. But I didn't have the strength to stand up to him. What should I tell the writers?
Tanaka-kun!
Chief editor. The one who approached me was my boss, Sayori Ninomiya, the editor-in-chief. Ninomiya-san looked at me and turned her head to the side as if she was sad.
I am sorry, I couldn't protect you. I was against it. Takahashi's way may be working for now. However, the success of the industry can easily change with the slightest change. In the long run, I am sure that your way will work. I told him that, but the president was adamant that if we can't produce the numbers now, we don't need him.
I see.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make excuses.
No. Just the fact that Ninomiya-san covered for me saves me. Please, please take care of the writers. I don't even seem to get a chance to say hello anymore.
Tanaka-kun. Wait a minute.
What? You are...
Ichinose-san. I heard what you said. I can't believe the president would go ahead with this on his own.
Her name is Asuka Ichinose. She is Ninomiya-san's predecessor as editor-in-chief. And she is the person who taught me what editing is all about from the very beginning when I first joined the company.
The president's arbitrary decision? Yes. The boss decided to fire Tanaka-kun all by himself. I'm sure he thought it would be too much trouble if I found out. So, I'm finally fed up with this company. I've been keeping this resignation letter in my pocket for a long time.
What?
You're quitting, Ichinose-san? Actually, I've been preparing to start my own business. It's a little earlier than planned, but I thought it would be a good opportunity. Why don't you two come with me? Well, I was going to ask you even if this wasn't the case.
We're going to be at Ichinose-san's company.
My ideal publishing company. With the two of you, we will succeed. No, we'll make it happen. That's why I want you to follow me.
Are you sure you want me to? Because I just got fired.
You are the ideal editor for me. Your first priority is to please the writers and readers. You always do your best.
The words of Ichinose-san were the words I wanted most at that time. Thank you very much! I would love to work for you!
Me too, of course. I can't work for a company that would fire Tanaka-kun. Thank you, both of you. Let's make sure we succeed and prove we were right.
Thus, we belong to the new company created by President Ichinose, but we had our difficulties at first. The industry was still very critical of a new publishing company. Even with the help of Ichinose-san and Ninomiya-san's connections, it was very difficult to get the book on shelves at bookstores. But little by little, we began to gain trust and sales started to increase. The most gratifying thing was that the writers I had been working with were willing to write for me at my new company. I can't believe they are willing to write for a new unknown company, but they said they'd come along just because I was there. I also wanted to live up to their trust, so I worked with a sales team to develop sales strategies and new ways of advertising. I tried everything I could. It wasn't always easy to produce a hit product, but we never gave up, kept trying, and... Whoa! What's with the growth? At last, I was able to produce a big hit with an author I've been working with since my last company.
Tanaka-kun, look at this!
What Ninomiya-san showed me was a review blog of a famous book reviewer in the world of novels. There, he wrote a review of a hit book, and also wrote about other works of our publishing company. You can tell that this label is very serious about their work.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of their series in the future. The readers can tell what you've been doing, Tanaka-kun.
Yes. Yes! Then, our previous published series started selling at a rapid pace. As if to follow up on the earlier blockbuster success, the new series also achieved tremendous initial sales. Thank you, Tanaka-san. I can't believe so many people have read my work. I'm very happy to have worked with you. Oh no, that's my line. Thank you very much. The writers were all very happy. I was so happy about that. I cried. Meanwhile, the situation at Takahashi's company had changed drastically.
Why? Why aren't sales growing? No one agrees to write a book anymore. But why?
The web novels that Takahashi and his team publish are very much in the same genre and are completely saturated. Even so, hit novels are produced. Writers are doing their best, but there were more problems than that. There was an anonymous accusation on social networking sites that Takahashi and his team were behaving badly towards the writers. When sales drop, they mercilessly threaten to discontinue the work. They ignore you when you submit a project. They always treat you with condescension. Unable to bear such a situation, one of the writers accused them. The writers in the same situation gathered, and they blew up.
What's going on? It's just a joke on a social networking site.
They forgot to thank us for letting them publish their book. We'll get us back on our feet in no time. It seems that some of the writers we've given prizes to are getting famous. I'd like them to return us the favor. Takahashi contacted some of the writers. He asked them if they would be interested in submitting a project, but... You were in charge of my project, but you didn't do any work at all, and you pushed it to Tanaka-san. Well, thanks to you, I found a reliable editor. I am a little grateful for that.
I am what I am today thanks to Tanaka-san, and not to your company. Please don't contact me again.
Oh, no?
In a network of writers, the bad name of the editor, Ryuji Takahashi, had spread. As a result, he's not taken seriously by writers and other publishers, and he was unable to improve his performance. He was eventually fired.
This can't be.
And the president was also ousted as the cause of his poor performance. I couldn't afford to be bothered with the gossip about Takahashi and the others. Our company's consecutive big hits led to a dramatic increase in work. In addition, famous writers who had been working for other companies began to ask us to work with them. We have increased our staff, and Ichinose-san and Ninomiya-san are also working with us on the front lines. Even so, I still have to work overtime every day because I have a lot of work to do myself. But I don't regret it at all. I'm rather fulfilled every day. I'm just glad I've continued to do this job as an editor. I am sure that the winds may change again, and I may find myself in a difficult situation. But I am sure that I will be able to keep moving forward because I know the joy of seeing the experience I have gained and the things I have believed in take shape. Okay, check the manuscript and make a request to the illustrator. I'm meeting with a new author. We're going to be busy!
Good work, Tanaka-kun.
Ninomiya-san, Ichinose-san too. Good work!
Good work. Here's your coffee.
Thank you very much.
You look so lively.
I've been very busy, but I'm glad I followed Ichinose-san and Tanaka-kun. I knew you were the man I had hoped you would be.
I was the one who was expecting Tanaka-kun in the first place, wasn't I?
Ichinose-san, I can't retreat here, no matter if you are my boss.
Really? You've got some guts. I guess I need to let her know that I was the one who invited Tanaka-kun.
Go ahead.
Why are you guys fighting? The bosses who were so busy, but still picked me up and didn't give up on me. Have I repaid that favor in some small way? No, I'm not done yet. I vowed to continue to do my best in order to repay everyone who believed in me and to be needed more.
I am a lonely high school student, Yuto Tanaka. I have no friends and no girlfriend. I spend my breaks and lunches alone. But that's not a problem at all. I am perfectly fine with that because I feel more comfortable being alone. However, there was someone who threatened my peaceful time.
Oh, Yuto, you're being a loner again. Too bad. I can't help it. I'll be gentle and keep your company.
She is Tomoka Hinata, who is my childhood friend. We live next door to each other and we have a close family relationship. We are also in the same class in high school. She has been getting involved with me at every opportunity. No thanks, I prefer to be alone.
But you'd be happy to talk to me, wouldn't you? The moment I talked to you, you looked like a puppy that found its owner.
No, I didn't. What are your eyes looking at? I'm determined to study hard and get into a good college. For that, I can't waste even a second. I don't have time to play friendly games with my classmates.
Wow, you're such a hard worker. By the way, we're all going to karaoke later. Do you want to come too? It's not every day you get a chance to hear me sing.
No, did you hear what I said? I'm saying I don't have time to hang out with you.
Oh well, Yuto is smart, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm better than anyone else.
And you think you have to study hard to get into a good university? You are timid.
Hey, you! Okay, I'm going.
Yes, one more person, please.
Not only karaoke, but she was following me around afterwards. She looked down on me as a loner and started talking to me and invited me out to play. I can't concentrate on my studies at this point. So, I decided to take a certain measure. I can't stand it any longer. Tomoka, I'm going to treat you as an invisible person from now on!
What? Invisible person? What's up with you all of a sudden?
I can't take care of you. That's why I'm going to treat you as invisible. From now on, if you try to talk to me, I will not answer any of your questions. That's a done deal.
But you're so lonely when I don't talk to you.
Ugh.
Then you'll be really lonely. Mwah. That's great. If you want to do it, I have an idea. Can you treat me like an invisible person forever?
No, why are you challenging me? You're so proud of yourself. You should be ashamed. And I decided to start ignoring Tomoka in earnest the next day. In the morning, I was walking to school.
Yuto, good morning.
Tomoka spoke to me in a friendly manner as usual.
Listen to me. I was watching an anime broadcast last night, and I thought it was really interesting. I couldn't sleep well, because I was so addicted in watching it.
When Tomoka came to talk to me, I treated her as an invisible person as I declared. To be honest, it's morning, and I feel like it's okay to talk to her in a normal way, because I can't study on my way to school. But once I've said it, I have to stick to it. Just when I was thinking that I had to be strong, I felt a soft touch on my palm. What? What are you doing holding my hand all of a sudden?
No, you shouldn't react. I'm invisible. Even though I'm holding your hand, you have to give the impression that you are completely unaware of it.
That's true, but if...
Right? You said so yourself. You have to follow it. Okay, let's get started.
Tomoka, what are you thinking? You suddenly held hands with me. Are you enjoying upsetting me? Well, you look like you are in a good mood, though.
Oh, by the way, this week's Jump magazine was interesting. One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen was a raging battle of...
Hey, stop it! You're reading from the digital version. You can read it as soon as the date changes. I'm reading it on paper, so I haven't read it yet. Don't try to take away the only thing I have to look forward to in my busy studying days.
Hey, Yuto, I'm invisible, aren't I? You can't talk to me.
No, you're right, but you're too unfair.
Of course, because I'm trying to break your stronghold. Or is it that you have no guts?
I'm ready. This time, I'm going to completely ignore you.
That's good. Let's make you howl.
After that, Tomoka took advantage of the fact that she was invisible, and she tried all kinds of tricks on me. She told stories that interest me, and she tried to make me laugh with her funny stories. When we were moving to the other classroom, she even intertwined her arms with me. I mean, don't you feel embarrassed to be seen by everyone around you? You are using the fact that you are invisible as an excuse to attack me one after another. To begin with, why are you trying to be with me so much?
Do you want to know?
When I ignored her, after a pause, she opened her mouth.
This is because I'm invisible, and I don't think Yuto can see or hear me. So I'll tell you. You are trying to study to go to a good university because you want to become a doctor, right? Because of what happened to me in junior high school. When I was in junior high school, Yuto took me out to play when I had a day off from club activities. I happened to have an accident at that time. I had an injury on my leg. So I had to quit track and field, which I had been doing for a long time. Yuto still feels responsible for that, right?
Tomoka was right. Because I took her out to play, Tomoka got a leg injury and had to quit track and field. For Tomoka, running was everything. I took that away from her. Tomoka still worries a little about her legs when she walks. When she sees the track and field team running on the field, she gives a sad look. I couldn't stand to see that. So I thought I would become a doctor and fix her leg perfectly. Because that's the only way I can atone for her.
You study every day to heal my leg, don't you? I'm glad you feel that way, but it would be a shame to spend your entire high school life for studying. I want to enjoy the present with Yuto, not the future. You only live once in high school. I want to make many happy memories with the person I like.
That's when I understood. I understood that this was the reason why Tomoka had been bothering me. Not only studying, but she wanted to create fun memories with me. Wait, did she just say that she likes me? I'm saying this because I don't think you can hear me since you are invisible. I'm going to continue my studies, but if it makes you sad, I don't mind playing a little. I want to make happy memories with the people I like too.
Yuto! I see. That makes me happy. I mean, did you just say you like me? Did you say that? We're in love with each other!
I ignored her and went home. The next day, Tomoka called out to me.
Yuto, good morning!
Hey.
Oh, he answered normally. Are you done treating me like an invisible person?
Shut up!
Hey, let's go hang out after school today. I heard there's a new cafe in front of the station. Let's go together.
Okay, I don't mind if it's just for that. I'm sure I can study there too.
That's the way it should be.
After that, I changed a little. I started playing with Tomoka and talking to the guys in my class. Before I knew it, I was no longer a loner. And it wasn't so bad. I didn't just play, but I studied hard too. I taught Tomoka and the rest of the class. But I was also one of the top students in my grade for 3 years. I was able to successfully pass medical school. And the days go by.
Oh, I miss this cafe. When we were in high school, we used to come here a lot, remember?
Yes, we did.
Yuto used to help me study. Oh, by the way, I just got a message from our classmates. They're having a reunion next month. You are coming too, right?
Yeah, I am.
It's been a while since I've seen everyone. But do you think they will be surprised if I tell them we got married?
I don't think so.
Well, that's true. I've told Dad a lot while we were in school. It's not a surprise at all, is it?
So we started dating and eventually got married. The days I spent with Tomoka and my classmates in high school remain as precious memories. I couldn't have gotten those memories if I had only studied. And today, we continue to make happy memories together.
I am a worker, Yuro Tanaka. I work for a small to medium-sized company. I dropped out of high school because of my parents' debt. I try to work to earn money, but there is no company that will hire me as a middle school graduate. Then I was picked up by the president of my current company, Toji Kurakawa. I also started my current company after graduating from junior high school. I understand your feelings a little. Won't you work for my company? I can tell you are a suitable person for our company. I still remember every word of what the president said back then. I want to repay this favor. I worked hard from morning till night, with that one thought in my mind. As a result, after a few years, I was able to get the first place in sales performance. You did well, Yuto. You're now on your own. Thank you very much! It's all thanks to you, boss! Great, Yuto! You've been working hard every day until late. I was worried you'd get sick. I'm glad it paid off. Keep up the good work. Yes, thank you for your continued guidance and encouragement. I thought of the president as a father figure. All the employees were kind and like family. I had successfully repaid my parents' debt and was living a fulfilling life. But then, the president of the company was replaced by his daughter due to his poor health. The second president of the company, Asami Kurakawa, had a cool-headed personality. Having studied business administration at a prestigious university, she disliked waste and was willing to cut costs drastically to make a profit. She cut employee bonuses, cut all events that everyone looked forward to, such as barbecues and company trips. As a result, everyone's efficiency was clearly declining.
My dad told me you were a good employee. But in reality, you're just a middle school graduate. You're not the only one. Why is everyone working so slowly?
It's because your company isn't a place where people feel motivated to work.
Oh, you mean to say it's my fault? Aren't you ashamed to put your incompetence on the president? Poor daddy, who is not blessed with employees.
If I were the president, I wouldn't have made such outrageous cost-cutting measures.
What are you talking about? I'm the boss now, because this company doesn't need anyone who can't follow me. Tanaka-kun, you are fired. You don't have to come to work tomorrow. Goodbye.
This is how I lost my job. If I had wanted to argue, I could have, but I was so exhausted that I didn't have the energy to do so. I heard this from another employee, that I was not well liked by Asami Kurakawa in the first place. Although I started job interviews, I was still unable to find a new one because of my educational background. I was not doing so well. I don't know what to do.
You're a disgrace, Yuto Tanaka.
You are... have we met before?
What? I really hate that about you. It's Tsukasa Shirasagi. Did you forget your rival's name?
Sorry, I was just kidding. Tsukasa Shirasagi is a beautiful president of a rival company. Well, she has recently become the president of the company. She is the second president of the company, just like Asami. With the retirement of her predecessor, she was selected as president at the unusually young age of 20s.
I see. Well, I'm relieved that you can joke about it.
But still, What are you doing here on a weekday afternoon? Don't you have work? Wait, are you worried about me?
What? Of course not. You are so vain. Don't tell me you've forgotten about that time. At the presentation, I was defeated by you at every turn. You took the contract and took it all.
Oh, right. I didn't remember it.
In the end, I became the president and you won out.
I'm pretty sure you're the one who is winning. I'm a middle school graduate with no job. Tsukasa is the boss, right? I'm the loser one. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, I didn't mean to make you sad. I mean, I understand the pain you're going through, but if you are sad, that makes me feel anxious too. Look, you're good at what you do. There are plenty of jobs out there for you.
No company will hire a junior high school graduate.
Yes, there are. For example, here.
What? Are you serious?
I mean, I wouldn't joke about this serious matter. Well, that's what I was planning to do in the first place.
Because, I thought you didn't like me.
I never said I disliked you. Well, maybe I have, but that's okay. I don't like you, but I do recognize your ability. So, work hard for me. I won't let you lose anything, Yuto Tanaka.
Okay. I'm looking forward to working with you from now on, President Tsukasa.
Good.
And then, I decided to join Tsukasa's company. I wasn't sure what Tsukasa was thinking, but she hired me. I would like to repay this favor through my work.
He's going to be our new associate starting today. Yuto Tanaka. I'm sure there will be a lot of things you'll have to get used to. So, everyone, please help him out.
Oh, he's the one. You've talked about Tanaka-san a lot, haven't you, boss?
When you heard he was fired, you were so worried that you couldn't do your work.
No, that's not true.
What? You had been trying to find the right time to talk to Tanaka-san. Let's be honest, you were worried about him, weren't you?
You come to the president's office later.
Oh no!
I wonder if she really let me in just out of the goodness of her heart. Well, either way, I'm just going to repay the favor with my work. When I was working, I realized that Tsukasa is the complete opposite of Asami. She values communication with her employees above all else. Hey, Tsukasa, the president called the employees one by one to her office, and what is she doing? Oh, interviews. She wants to talk to each one of us. She wants to create a good workplace, because the boss is like that. Everyone is highly motivated to work. During my interview...
What? You're having a baby?
Yes, it's my first, so it's been a bit of a challenge. But I can't help it. He's so cute.
You should have told me earlier. Are you going to leave your wife alone to take care of the baby? What a pathetic man you are. Take a maternity leave. This is an important time for you. What are you going to do if you don't support her?
But we're in a busy season. Wouldn't it be tough if I were to leave?
What? Don't be so conceited. I can do without you. Stop talking nonsense. Get some rest. In return, when you come back, work hard again. I'll make sure to keep your position. This is an order. The boss's orders are absolute.
Like this. She's easily misunderstood, but she's a very nice woman. Oh, I see. I only knew her when she was an employee, so I was very surprised. Of course, she was excellent even back then, but I had no idea she had this side of her. I'm going to have to work even harder now.
Tanaka-kun, have you gotten used to the company by now?
Yes, thanks to you.
That's good to hear. Actually, the president asked me to look out for you.
From Tsukasa?
Yes, so I told her, why don't you talk to him yourself?
And do you know what the president said?
Huh? Why me? What if he thinks I'm annoying by talking to him them too much. I mean, what are you making me say?
That's what she said. She's cute, isn't she?
You're right.
Oops, please keep this secret. I can't stand it if I get called into the president's office again.
Tsukasa must be very loved by her employees. Okay, I'm not going to be outdone. I was inspired by a workplace with a great atmosphere and the high motivation of the people around me. My sales went up and up and up. And finally, I was able to get the top sales result in this company.
That's great, Yuto. Well, you've been beating me for a long time. I'm sure you deserve this much, don't you? Well, don't be carried away by this result and continue your great work.
Okay, thank you. I owe it all to you, President Tsukasa. I'm glad to have worked for you.
What? Well, thank you. You know, you've been a big help to me too.
Okay, we'll do as well as Yuto.
Yes! I want to be praised a little coldly by the boss too. Don't say a little coldly.
And so, through friendly competition, the company grew even more. Before we knew it, our company became the top company in our industry. Tsukasa was introduced in the media as a young, talented, and beautiful president of the company. On the other hand, my former company was in complete decline after the people who had been at the core of the company quit one after another.
How do you feel? Do you feel better? Or are you feeling not so good?
President Tsukasa, I'm surprised that I don't feel anything about it.
I see.
I owe a debt of gratitude to the former president, so I feel sorry for that, but that's really about it. I guess because I'm an employee of this company. It feels like a long time ago when I was at my old company. Thank you very much, President, for letting me work here. I intend to devote myself to this company for the rest of my life. I look forward to working with you for a long time.
What? You are going to be with me for the rest of your life? For me? Isn't that like proposing to me?
President Tsukasa?
It's nothing. That's a very good attitude. Keep contributing to the company.
Yes! A lot has happened up to this point, but I am proud to work for you, Tsukasa. In this way, I will continue to live a fulfilling life at her company.
But still, when are those two going to get together?
The president is like that. Yuto is pretty insensitive too.
But it's so fun to watch them. I can't wait to see what will happen between them.
I'm a working man, Yuto Tanaka. I'm a high school janitor. Okay, I'm done cleaning here. When I make a dirty place shiny and clean, I feel refreshed. Now, where should I clean next? There are still many places that need to be cleaned. Yes, this is a high school full of delinquents. The ruffians don't use the school grounds nicely. Inevitably, the school is a mess. Well, it's more worthwhile that way, so I don't mind.
Hey, look at him! Our janitor is really serious about cleaning up.
How does he do it? It's going to get dirty again soon anyway.
Really? I don't want to be in that kind of job.
You think so too, don't you, Asuka?
I don't know. That janitor is working hard too. You don't have to say it like that.
You're surprisingly kind, Asuka.
Yeah. For being the president of a ladies' gang team.
What? This is normal. I'm leaving first. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but that janitor is giving off a very unusual vibe. I once won a national championship in Aikido in junior high school, so I can feel it. I bet he's got some serious power.
I remember that girl was called Asuka. She's such a nice girl for defending me. I wish I could repay her in some way, but I don't have any contact with her. I'm sure she'll be confused if I suddenly talk to her. And then, a week later, the opportunity came unexpectedly. It was lunchtime. Students from another school came to the school.
So, this is her high school. Hey! Come out here, Asuka Kondo! How dare you treat my little brother so well? I'm here to make you pay!
What are you talking so loud in my school?
I heard that our younger brother was taken care of by you.
It's because he's not disciplined. I can't believe you tried to mess with a normal student.
Don't get too comfortable just because you're a little stronger. There are so many of us. How long do you think you can last on your own?
Hey, you're...
Hey there, throw your garbage in the trash.
Huh? What are you?
Don't you see? I'm the janitor of this high school.
Ha! Janitor? That's funny. Then I'll give you a job.
littering again.
Look, you're a janitor, right? Clean it up quickly.
I'll do it even if you don't tell me to. But you're the ones I have to clean up first.
What?
I'm going to throw you in the trash.
Who is this guy? He's so strong. He beat our leader with a single blow.
Are you kidding? He's alone. I'm gonna beat you.
Who's gonna get beat up by who? All right, I'll clean up the mess. Come on.
I can't believe we can't beat him even when we're all together. The janitor is too strong.
Run for your lives. Oh, come on. Seriously? Was he that strong?
Seriously, I thought he was just a janitor.
Wow, I knew I was right. Oh,
You are?
my name is Asuka Kondo. Thanks for saving me. But who are you?
As you can see, I'm just the cleaning guy.
No. How can you be so strong?
Oh, my hobby is strength training.
Strength training doesn't make you that way.
Well, Yuto. Since they want to know so much, why don't you tell them?
Your English teacher, Miss Urbosa? Do you know the janitor?
More of a friend than an acquaintance.
What?
Yuto used to be called a demon of the battlefield. He was a legendary soldier. He ran through many battlefields with me.
A soldieress? What? Really? Mr. Janitor?
Can't cover it up anymore? Well, it's true. Demon of the battlefield is a bit of an exaggeration. I've been fighting my whole life. I've been moving from place to place and I miss the peace and quiet. So now I'm retired and I work as a janitor.
There's a big difference, but the way you saved me just now, you were so cool.
I work as a janitor too. I didn't like those guys who were throwing garbage all over the place. I don't need you to thank me for that. Right. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't tell anyone about my past. I don't want to cause a fuss. I just want a quiet life. I don't want to do anything conspicuous.
Yeah, okay. I won't tell anyone. I don't want to bother my benefactor.
Although, after I saved her, Kondo-san has been talking to me a lot.
Yuto-san, I'm going to help you clean up. Is that okay?
That would be great. I guess some students are very curious about cleaning.
Is this how you want me to do it?
Oh, you're good. But I think you should do it a little better here.
Oh, wow! It's shiny now. That's your real job. Speaking of which, you and Miss Urbosa seem to be getting along well. Are you two dating or something?
No, Urbosa is also ex-military, and I've known her for a long time. She's the one who introduced me to this janitorial position.
I see. I didn't know that.
She called me a demon of the battlefield, but she was also called a warrior princess.
Surely, Urbosa-sensei was no ordinary woman. Only in her class, all the delinquents take it seriously. But I'm glad that you are not dating or anything. Then, I guess I don't have to be shy or anything.
Hmm? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just get today's cleaning done. Hey, look! Asuka is cleaning.
What is going on?
Is that janitor actually a bad guy?
I'd better keep my hands to myself.
Then, one day, the incident happened.
I can't wait for class to end. I'm going to clean with Yuto-san again today, so we can get to know each other better. What's that noise?
Don't move. We've taken over this classroom.
What the? Are they rebels? What are they doing in a normal school?
We're here to change the rotten world. First, we'll take the students hostage, and then we send out our demands to the whole world.
Seriously?
What are they going to demand?
Thank you for asking, young lady. We have only one goal: to eradicate paper straws in the world!
What? Huh?
Have you ever had a drink through a paper straw? Well, it tastes funny, doesn't it? Yeah, we don't need those things in this world. I'd abolish it at the cost of our lives.
That's why you're taking over the classroom?
Are there any other reasons? Or are you making fun of me? Just as a start, let's make them hurt. Then they'll understand we're serious.
Damn it. But we can't fight them because they have weapons. How can we?
You are so pathetic to threaten girls with weapons.
Who are you? How did you get in here? I've got you under guard.
That guy's probably lying down by now.
What? He's one of our best fighters. He's a former underground martial arts champion.
It's the janitor's job to clean up the trash on campus. Prepare yourself. I don't take it easy on adults.
From there, it was breathtaking. Yuto-san was the only one who could take on all of them. What Mr. Boza said, the term demon of the battlefield. The fight was a true embodiment of those words.
Now they've all been taken care of. I've called the police. I'll leave the rest to them. Are you safe, Kondo-san?
Yuto-san, thank you for coming to rescue us. I was so scared.
I was just doing my job.
You're still cool as ever.
And a week passed since the commotion. The school had regained its former calm. Well, let's clean up today, shall we? If you're not careful, dirt will accumulate in no time.
Yuto-san,
Kondo-san and the other students?
I brought them all.
What? What do you mean?
We asked Asuka if we could come.
Yuto-san, you were super cool the other day.
Oh yeah, can I call you bro?
Bro, I'm not like that.
Brother!
You are calling me before I give you an approval. Well, you can do whatever you want. Now that you're here, I'm going to ask you to help me out.
Hey, Yuto-san. You're going to protect us from now on, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure I will.
I won't let any dirt on campus go unnoticed. I promise you that. We exchanged smiles and we worked hard on cleaning up as usual. I'm a worker, Yuto Tanaka. I work for a sporting goods manufacturer. I am in charge of training new employees and mid-career hires. So today is the start of training for new graduates. I wonder what kind of people are joining us this year. Nice to meet you all. I'm Yuto Tanaka, the training manager. You may be thinking, what am I going to do in the gym? What I want you to learn is essential skills to become an employee of this company. Business manners and the mindset of a worker. Please check what is placed in front of you.
Are these running shoes?
Yes, they are our company's best-selling model. Now I'm going to ask you all to put these on.
Whoa!
They fit great! Are you ready? Okay, everyone. Please run 10 laps around the building.
10 laps!
If it's too hard, you can walk. Then, let's start. I haven't run like this for a long time.
This reminds me of my club activity days. It's kind of fresh.
Everyone, you have reached the goal.
Thank you for your hard work.
I'm so tired.
I guess I'm not exercising as much as I used to. Well, let's do 5 more laps here.
What?
Oh, isn't that the end?
You're doing it again this year, aren't you?
Reika-san. Her name is Reika Himuro, the manager of the sales department.
You'll be called an unreasonable employee again.
It's not that I like doing it. It's just that we are a sporting goods manufacturer. How much lighter our products feel when you're tired. I think it is necessary to experience it in order to sell our products.
Yes, indeed. And it's also important to have a thorough grounding in business etiquette at the beginning.
Yes, if you don't have it in place, you will be embarrassed in the business world.
For their sake, we have to teach them strictly.
It's not like a vaccination, but it's kind of a mindset.
There are employees in the sales department who have undergone Yuto-kun's training. They are still active today. They are so well trained in business matters that they have a reputation for being like an army. Thanks to them, the department's overall performance has been on the rise for the past few years.
That's good to hear.
Please continue to train them hard. It's for their future.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure they have a solid base as a member of society. Yes, please finish. Thank you for your hard work this time.
I'm so tired.
I can finally rest. I need a drink of water. This year's new employees are all very diligent.
Hello?
You are...
I'm Tomoka Momozono, a new employee.
You arrived just now? You're very late. Was the train delayed?
Not at all. The train was running normally. I just overslept.
What? That's no good.
No? Isn't the meeting time too early? We all didn't do much anyway.
What's with this girl? What's with the language? Next is the classroom lecture, so you'd better get ready too. Alright, let's start the business manner training. Wherever you are going to be assigned.
Wow. I'm so sleepy.
Hey, stop yawning there. And put your phone away.
Eh? It's fine. I'm just using it as a watch.
No, it's obvious. You're swiping it, right? You're not a fully functioning member of society.
Oh, you don't mind talking to me like that?
What?
I'm a relative of the president. Haven't you heard about that?
She's related to the president?
Seriously?
I remember hearing that. One of this year's new hires is related to the president.
You can complain to me all you want. I'll tell the president. Then, you know what will happen, don't you? Now he'll be so scared that he won't say anything, right?
I don't care who you are. Since you joined us, you're a member of our company. I won't let you behave in an embarrassing manner. I'm sure the president will understand.
You're being so serious. I'm going to take a break. See you later!
Oh, hey! That's a hell of a lack of motivation. A few days later, my situation would change drastically. Later, I was summoned to the president's office.
So, you're Yuto Tanaka. The reason I called you to the president's office like this, I want you to let Tomoka Momozono do as she pleases from now on.
What? Are you taking her side?
I've been watching Momoka since she was a little girl.
I have doted on her as much as I can. I can't put her through that kind of pain.
You understand that, don't you?
I understand your feelings, but I can't give her special treatment. I don't think that spoiling her is love. Besides, I don't think it would be good for the other employees.
I see. So that's your intention.
Then, you'll be transferred to another branch. What?
Momoka told me to do that. She wants me to do something about Tanaka. If you won't listen to me, I have no choice but to have you transferred.
I can't agree to that. It should be my job to correct the mistakes of newcomers.
If you think of her as an important relative, don't you think so?
It's not a matter of logic. So, what do you think, Tanaka-kun? Are you going to listen to me or not?
I can't change my opinion. I can't be of any more help to you.
You mean you're resigning? That's fine too.
Now I can give a good report to Momoka. And then,
That employee, Tanaka, he resigned? Yay! Thank you, Uncle.
It's for the sake of my beloved Momoka. Now you can work at your pace.
Tanaka-san, he quit. But honestly, I might be able to relax now.
He was so strict, wasn't he?
Yeah, you don't have to work hard.
I never thought I'd have to leave my job. It's better than doing what they say and holding on to the company. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Phone call.
Hello? Do you remember me?
You are... Her name is Lisa Nishida. She's the president of our rival company. I've met her a few times. We exchanged contact information at that time.
I heard that you quit the company. You had a dispute with the president's relative's daughter, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
In that case, I'm free to scout for you, right?
What?
I've been watching your company. The training of new recruits there is pretty solid. I'd love to have you as the person in charge of training.
Risa-san.
It's my policy that employees are assets. If you're free, I'd like to make a formal offer. I'd like to see you put your talents to work for us. Or maybe you owe your former company a favor?
Thank you. I'm very happy to hear you say that. If there's anything I can still do for you, I'd love to work for your company. Please, let me work for your company. A few years later... Yes. Then, we'll do a role play in pairs. Please take turns playing the seller's side and the buyer's side. Let's get started!
Good job, Yuto! I think the roleplay is a great idea. It helps us understand each other's positions and make us act more effectively.
Yes, but this is difficult. If you can learn it here, you'll be able to make a big difference in your life as a worker. I think it will be a great help.
As usual, you are looking ahead. I'm glad you came to me. My company's sales performance has been improving rapidly recently. The employees that Yuto trained are doing well.
I'm glad I could be of help. I hope they will continue to work as they are.
No matter how many years go by, you haven't changed.
Reika-san.
I moved to this company at the same time as you. At the rate you're going now, I'm sure you can aim for the top of the industry. Speaking of which, did you hear? I heard about our former company. I heard their performance is plummeting.
Is that so?
I heard that they can't get any new contracts at all. And I heard that one after another, existing clients are terminating contracts.
I'm going to have to turn down this deal. Your name is Momoka Momozono, right?
You can't be considered a worker. That's terrible behavior. Do you have any internal training?
Did you hear? I heard she failed at sales again.
I guess that's true for Momoka. Ever since she came to work for us, our business has been declining. We're losing new recruits all the time.
Well, it's not good if things continue like this. This didn't happen just a few years ago. Can't you work a little harder, Momoka?
Shut up! I hate you, Uncle!
Hate? Oh no!
That's what I heard. Himuro-san, well done. You managed to get out of there. When he was sent away, I knew where that company was going to end up. I have no taste for sinking ships. Yuto, I'm looking forward to working with you. Yuto, I know you work hard until late every day. Why don't we go out for dinner sometime? I'll treat you.
You sure? Please, let me join you. I will continue to do my best for my employees.